What it do, y'all? Some motherfucking viewer points of RoBs Inferno while it burns slow. Shout out to my guys and goddesses and all high vibrational hearing beings. You know what the fuck it is, man. You already know. So I just checked Mama Goddess and yeah, like I just like I left immediately. You know, it's like she gives me the same vibes that the mother of my child gives me. Like it's like just like the thought of her being around my mom now. It's like it's like my nervous system starts feeling all tight and like braced. Like I feel uncomfortable around her. I don't know if it's because like I resent her. I don't know if it's because I feel like she's trying to gaslight my change and her being a narcissist. I don't know, but I can't be around my mom no more. You know, and that really hurts because I remember when I could, it's like I got to get a dosage of her and I got to leave. It's like she's too toxic. You know, it's like y'all got to pay attention to how family members don't. It's like there's different forms of gaslighting. Like there's a gaslight you like, oh, you just lying. And then there's a form of gaslight as far as like dealing with you as if like whatever changes that you made, you're not making the changes. And that's what my mom be doing to me. You know what I'm saying? Whether she's doing it unintentionally because she's traumatized or she's doing it on purpose. Either way, it's the same category. I just can't handle it. You know? It's like I'm with her. It's like it's like I guess because she's traumatized. I don't know. It's like she's trying to feed me foods that's like I mean like the foods that she gets or whatever, and her knowing what niggas is going through, right? This is what she could do, yo. And she could be like, if she want to help me out, she could be like, you know, and she know I'll eat peanut butter and jelly, but I barely eat that. But it's like even when she said that she had that for me, it was she doesn't even, she gives me all this sugar and shit. She's make these changes for stuff that like I don't eat, y'all. I don't even know when it messed up because it always messed up over here. It's like she's trying to feed me stuff that she knows that I don't eat and I haven't ate for years and stuff. And it's this point, whether she's doing it on purpose or not, it's disrespectful and it's triggering. You don't want to be around her. You know what I'm saying? Because it's disrespectful at that point. You know, and it's like I'm already feeling antsy off of coming to see her because I feel uncomfortable around her because the changes that I made with myself. It's like I really don't know. It's like I don't know if she's doing it on purpose because she's not making them changes and she feels threatened by me. I don't know, but whatever reason, it's like I can't keep coming around a person, even if my mom, that the changes that I made that's best for myself, they're trying to make me go backwards every single time I see them. However, so like they're not respecting the changes that I'm making. Like I can't deal with that shit, man. It's like even if it's coming from my own mom, I'm just realizing that down to the mother of my child, my mom, my brothers and sisters, I'm realizing I've been surrounded by all narcissists my whole life. And not only have I been surrounded by all narcissists, it's like they've been trying to dim my light. You know, anything that's of success of me or anything, I notice. I know I see what it is. And it's like, I wasn't even around my mom for 5 minutes and I just left, you know? And then when I called her out on it, she does the other narcissistic shit that she does. It's like, whenever I call my mom on anything that she knows she's wrong about, she either all of a sudden has to go to the bathroom. She has to get off the phone. Like she can never like accept doing something wrong and just accept it. It's like she tries to run from it. You feel me? And it's like, I can't be around my mom no more. I gotta cut my mom off. You know, it is what it is. Like I really wasn't even gonna go and check her just briefly today, but that's just like confirmation that I don't need to see my mom for a long time. I just gotta cut her off because it's like she just don't get it. She don't get it, y'all. She don't get it. I'm not playing with nobody. I cut my baby mother off. I cut my mom off. You know what I'm saying? Like I'll cut anybody off. You know, that's not accepting my change or accepting the changes in which they caused in my life. I'm not playing with nobody, you know, because y'all is foul as shit. Like, you know, for real, I really just want to move away from everybody, move like far away. You feel me? Like, I don't want to be around none of this shit. You know, so, and y'all hearing a lot of people talk about that now and shit, like, it's like, you don't know what I'm going through, you know? I'm going through so much. It's stuff that, like, I talk to y'all about a lot on here, but it's stuff that I can't even talk about. You know what I'm saying? Because of my situation. You know what I mean? Like, I can't even talk about it until, like, I get out of it or this shit crashes. You feel me? It's like when people say stuff like about my situation, when people say stuff like I'm lazy and stuff, that lets me know where your intellect stops at. You know what I'm saying? I'm far from lazy. You know, I wouldn't even scratch. However, so I leave a job, I wouldn't even be able to get jobs as fast as I get them if I was lazy. You know, being a black man and looking how I look in this area, be real right now. Tatted and shit too, be real right now. And that's unheard of. I be getting jobs with locks and my tats and stuff and be in positions where people be like, it don't even make sense. And they be like, how do I get that? You get what I'm saying? Like, let's be real right now, because it's a lot against me, y'all. But it's so much against me. That's why my main thing is just to make it to your next day. And I'm gonna do that however, y'all. You know what I'm saying? I'm gonna do that however. I don't give a fuck who tries to spite me. I don't give a fuck I get harassed by the slave catchers. I don't give a fuck if I have money. I don't give a fuck if I ain't even eat that day. I guarantee you motherfuckers gonna see me the next day. I'm gonna see this shit crash for what this shit has done to us. You know? And I'm not saying that I don't care about unnatural people. I know y'all grieving right now. You know, I mentioned it a couple times, like, I know y'all grieving for the foundation in which this reality as we know it, you know, are knowing it to be. You know, because it's not like we know it like this. We done forgot. Even if we would, since this was like since we were born, like our genetics ain't changed. You know, so everything, all that memory is in our genetics. You know, like majority of our body is water. Water holds memory. You feel me? Like, let's be real right now. It's in our blood and all of that. You feel me? Like, so I know a lot has been done to us. You know, but I know a lot of us. Like, you know, I understand it all down to the T. Even like with my mother of my child, like, you know, like her sexual addiction, you know, where she has like uncontrollable lust, where she'll fucking suck anyone with like no preference and shit. Like, you know what I'm saying? And has to have options to feel and wear a mask to feel like she's in control of not showing people her real self, so nobody can hurt her. Like, I get all the ways of the deception. But even with her, I'll say this, you know, I'm not, you're not a clown because of the issues that you have. We all have issues that happen to us from when we're younger and all types of stuff like that. That's not what makes you a clown. You're a clown because you chose to weaponize those problems, even if they wasn't abnormal problems. But you'll be surprised. You're a woman. A lot of women are a lot more sexual than most people really think. You feel me? In general. You know, even if they not on some slut shit, you know, even if they have discipline with their shit. So, like, you're not a clown because of your issues and your sexual behavior, the recklessness of it, the risky sexual chances that you take and shit with partners that you're cheating on and stuff that you're not even faithful to, hopping from person to person and shit like that. You know, that doesn't make you a clown. That's a really bad problem. Yes, it is. But that's not why you're a clown. You're a clown because you chose to weaponize something that you have a choice to work on. Even if you wasn't going to work on it, you didn't have to weaponize it towards anybody. But then you weaponized it towards a chosen one, somebody that you had a baby with, somebody that was genuine and really loved you, and was and gave you warnings towards what you was stepping into, how you was changing the whole fate of your life. You hear what I'm saying? You're a clown because of that. You know what I'm saying? So understand what I'm saying. That's what makes you a clown, because you came up against me, and I was the only one on your side. You feel me? That's what makes you a clown. Like I told y'all, whenever a woman will think that she's gonna empower herself by embarrassing her man or embarrassing her family and shit like that, you feel me? And to impress other people, that's a sign of a weak woman. That's a very broke woman. That's a woman that doesn't love herself. The three things that I told myself when all this happened to me was this. As like I was growing and evolving, I said, off break, it's the three things that it tells me. That this girl doesn't love herself. Nobody took her away from me because she was never mine. And whoever she's with, like, she don't love nobody. You know what I'm saying? So like them three things, I'm like, she don't love herself. She was never my girl. You know, and everything she's doing is a reflection of herself. You know, those three things that help me move on. Because after a while, y'all, when a person's mask falls off, all the stuff that's like shocking, it's only still shocking when you're trying to see them in the light and seeing them for not who they are. Then it's like every reminder you get that it goes against that, it's like shocking because you're still trying to see them in that light. You're still trying to love them. But then all the shocking stuff starts to become confirmations. You feel me? Like, you know what I'm saying? Like, that's another reason why, like I tell y'all, for a woman, you cheat on a man, the moment you do it once, it's already over for you. Because that man will never be shocked in that way how he was the first time he really realized or was able to actually take it in that you let another man touch you or another woman touch you. You get what I'm saying? After that, it's over, you know? The feelings ain't the same. It'll never be the same, you know? So, it just says a lot of so-called about society or what are actual like bigger problems, that the same concept happens over and over with so much families. You know what I mean? There's so much broken households off of the same type of situation. You know, like it says a lot, y'all. It speaks volumes. You know, but to try to like change everybody's view of me because you knew I was a loving person from the jump, and change how people view me. You try to like talk shit to like people that you could tell that would have gave me a chance or opportunity in any way, and try to make them look at me different and shit because of me choosing to not be with you and kick you out of my life off your behavior and stuff. All that makes it even worse. All this stuff is what makes you a clown, you know? Because I see you exactly for your weakness. I see you exactly for the animosity that you always had for me. You know what I'm saying? But tried to hide. You know, it was never about connection, love, and all of that. It was about control. You was trying to control me, bitch. You know? You was literally trying to control me. You was trying to control my emotions. You know what I'm saying? You was trying to control what I do, how I feel about myself. You know what I mean? Like, evil as shit. Straight narcissistic ass tendencies. And the people, and the same way I saw the animosity that you had for me and your weaknesses, and how you try to weaponize them towards me to make me feel weak, so you could feel like you're in power. The people that used you, that you thought was like that, they did that shit to you too, and they never gave a fuck about you. I know you feel stupid as shit, you know? You don't even got to tell me. I already seen it all happen out. Remember, I'm the one that told you how it was going to play out, you know? When you didn't believe me and you thought that you had your end all be all. So it's like, hey, it's real. Now I'm going to just clown you for the rest of my life about that shit, you know? You feel like a gum. I know you feel. I know you do. It ain't even a question, you know. But yeah. You know, the mother of my child, my mom, anybody that. I'm gonna be honest with you. If I get around you and you make me feel like I'm walking on eggshells. You make me feel uncomfortable. You make me feel like my body get tight and shit like that. You make me feel like off. Like I gotta watch you closer. All of that is stuff that I'm gonna kick you out of my life. I'm not gonna have you around me and you don't have good character. You know, just because you don't eat well, or it's certain stuff that you haven't ascended in, that doesn't mean that I'm not gonna have you around me. You know, if you're not a good person, I'm not gonna have you around me. It's over for you. But if I can sense you're not a good person, I don't want you around me. But like this stuff I'm saying, like with my mom, it's like, you know what I mean? You don't gotta not eat meat to be around me, and fast every day and eat fruit to be around me. You get what I'm saying? Like, but best believe if you're not eating that healthy, let that be you. You feel me? But don't infringe that shit on me just because you see I'm eating better or I'm not eating like that. and you try to lower my vibration, then I'm gonna see you as a problem, and I'm gonna have to cut you off, even if you are my mom. You know, because then it's like, if you didn't know, you didn't know. But it's like I told you multiple times, like, I don't eat this. This is why I don't eat this. You shouldn't be even eating this. But if you choose to eat that, that's on you. But don't act like, don't bring it to my attention to try to make me eat this. Like, you don't even know why I don't eat this, because I told you, and you know you shouldn't be eating this. So if you choose to eat that, that's on you. You feel me? That's on you. You feel me? So at the end of the day, I don't know what to tell you. You feel me? But we staying focused. We making sure next day. I'm catching all these solar flares. I'm catching all these CMEs. Y'all see how they fighting with themselves. Y'all just seen what just happened with the little shootout in the beach with the what is it, the Jews or whatever. You get what I'm saying? They run around with their heads cut off, fighting each other and shit. They know this shit's over. I told y'all, it's just pickup time. I'm just like this, with no watch. You feel me? With no watch. I know what I'm living in. I know what's going on, and it's crazy though. But it's crazy how, like, you don't realize how much demons are after you or trying to bring you down until you raise your vibration. And then, like, put it like this: a person that you cut off out of your life because you're on to better things, only people, or whether you or people you don't even know, only people that see you as a threat because you're ascending and evolving is going to try to bring you down. That's the easiest sign, because I know, like, I'm not doing nothing out here to hurt people. So anytime, whether in person, I haven't even read none of these comments yet, right? I don't care about reading the comments, because I already know it's some negative comments in here, and I don't even give it time to play with me like that, to try to mess up my vibration when I'm coming on here speaking about whatever I want to speak about. I'll look at the comments as I finish speaking, when I'm done speaking, when I'm about to get off. But I don't give power to no demons in no way. I literally raise the vibration and be myself, be authentic, you know. But I know y'all like that live. Y'all really got to check out that last live. Matter of fact, I'm gonna pin that to my page, because that, like, the last live before this, that was a very, very important live. Matter of fact, I might post that live on like my gram and my TikTok, you know, because I was really breaking down a lot around the dollar and money and how we use it to look down on each other, and really how dumb we really look. But because of us not knowing enough, we think that we're doing something, you know, off of, like, you know, making someone feel some type of way or anything like that. We think that we're actually doing something, you know. But I'm telling y'all, these demons and these entities, they're doing stuff that goes way out of the way of natural stuff, try to bring me down. You get what I'm saying? That try to instill fear, but I ignore all of it, because I'm not in no fear, you know. I know I'm protected. Too much has already happened to me for me not to know I'm protected. You get what I'm saying? Like I would go, like, it would be crazy if I was thinking I wasn't protected. I know I'm protected. I know I am. Girl, for real. Like that. Remember how I told y'all? Well, if y'all watch my jumps, y'all know I was telling y'all about the orbs that was around me and shit. Like I think like a week ago or some days ago. Was it yesterday or the day before yesterday? Those orbs was around me again, and I felt that same level of peace. You know. Y'all don't understand. The more righteous I'm already righteous, but I'm becoming more righteous, right? So the more y'all try to attack me or bring down my vibration as I'm raising my vibration, the more protection I'm going to have. And as we're getting closer to the system crashing, and here I am to the cosmos, you're risking your own life, you know, because at that moment you're going against righteousness as we're coming back into it, you know, and something might happen to you randomly where you get knocked out, like real shit. You sign out. You might be in your car and you might fuck around and crash that car and total that shit and be dead, you know, for real. Like that's how it is when you're playing against chosen ones, because it's like at that moment you got to think about it. You're not coming up against me. You're coming up against God. You know what I'm saying? You're coming up against the people that's in pure righteousness, besides what society says that is and shit like that. When you come against those people and they're doing so-called God's work, you're coming against God. You know, you're coming against like all. So even if you don't consider yourself a devil or a low vibrational energy, you are, and that's the most dangerous place to be in right now, with all these changes happening on the planet, what my son is doing, how everything is coming back to me more by the day. Why do y'all think I tell y'all every day, just make it to your next day, just make it to your next day? Why do y'all think I tell y'all that? And ignore, have cognitive dissonance towards the ignorance, stay on your throne. You know what I'm saying? Don't let them affect you and stuff. Why do y'all think I say that to y'all? You know? I say that to y'all for a reason, you know what I mean? That's how I know I'm supposed to be on here. I was supposed to get off at my stop, but I forgot to get off and shit. So now I'm over here. That means I'm just gonna take me an extra rider. That's all that means. Oh well. I built you know we're under psychological slavery, and I see the court, and you know we understand, like the fact like Latinos are like a lot of people that we see like working like construction and stuff, right? But you got a biological identification to your planet. But it's crazy that a lot of Latino people would take these jobs, you know, and be working out here, taking these jobs and how to take them of destroying nature as if like they don't got a connection to it. You feel me? While we're being abused, right? Even them to have that as a job, you're being enslaved. The work is to be enslaved. Like the work that we're doing, that's considered work and stuff. You know, that's not how work would be without this system here. You know, it's not what it is. So, man, I value y'all. Y'all know I do. But we almost home. We almost home, baby. You just gotta just keep your head, stay focused, ignore these demons. You know what I'm saying? It's crazy. A lot of people, and I don't want to say no names, but y'all know who y'all are. You know what I'm saying? A lot of y'all people that talk down on me or think down on me. If the only reason why y'all even seem like y'all powerful is because majority of people, as far as the masses, is just as ignorant as you are, and they don't know the basic necessities of information. That's like of knowing thyself. That's supposed to be like secondhand nature type shit. You hear me? So that what I'm saying is, you could be talking to me about something, and I could say something that yesterday we all knew, right? We all knew, and you could say something ignorant, and I could say something to you where I know you won't have an answer to, and what I said was direct, was in a way of showing what you said, how it didn't make sense towards what really is, right? And since a lot of people don't know a lot of stuff that really what is, you know what I mean? You might look like you're saying something. You hear me? The whole mental attack is, once you start learning certain things, the whole mental attack is majority of people don't know that information. Whether it be you're saying it through them, whether it be you're correcting somebody, they don't have that information. So that might cause like complications. You feel me? You know what I mean?
Straight below and westward train.
Let me read the comments now. See? What I tell y'all? Ain't it crazy? I didn't even look at the comments, y'all. And what was I just saying? You know? See, so like I said, a lot of people don't know who they are. They don't know what's up. Like this person, I'm not even gonna say their name, but they're unnatural. You know what I'm saying? Now, I told y'all, as unnatural people, whether they're aware that it's happened to them or not, their cells are deteriorating. Whether they're aware or not, y'all. So with this being said, it's like, it's gonna, like that anger that you have for me is probably gonna pick up. You know what I mean? Because the animals that make you up as an organism, they're trying to express themselves. Now, the real question is, which one of those animals is trying to express themselves? Which one specifically? Is it the dog? Is it the fruit fly? Which monkey is it? You know what I'm saying? Is it the snub nose? Like let me know. Like is it the wolf? Right? The dog? Like I'm trying to know. Like which one is it? As my anatomy is changing day by day, the sun is changing me anatomically for the better. You know? Y'all can't stop my genetics changing and rising more and more by the day, no matter what y'all feel about me individually or say about me or anything like that. I know it make y'all mad too because, like I told y'all, I said this some time back. I said, as the sun is revealing more who we are, it's going to reveal more people that's not us, like their true anger and animosity towards us. Yep. Because all the stuff that they're trying to do to keep us held down, it's not going to be able to be done. And as that's not able to be done, they're going to start, like I told y'all, since history repeats itself, that barbaricness, that primitive, you know what I mean, out the caves energy. Yeah. Have you ever gotten a conversation? Well, I'm not saying this is everybody that's unnatural, right? But then from like a collective standpoint, what happens when you call usually unnatural people out on certain things, you know, in a way of them trying to associate you with the stereotypes of like how black people are or a black man, and they see that you don't even fit that, and you're actually even smarter than them and actually could teach them something. How do they always act, y'all? You know? A good example of this that can show who has animosity for. I'm gonna tell y'all something, right? All right. So when I be at the metro sometimes, right? A thing that happens is a lot of people don't know where the metro is at. Like I gotta always like tell people where it's at because they always come to where I'm at thinking that the metro's over there, the train's over there, the train be over there, right? So. And it be a lot of times people that are there, they'll vouch. They'll tell you, like, I've seen him direct people and tell them where the train is, like respectfully and everything. You know, people that you could tell that don't respect me, like them type of white people and shit like that. Right? The other day, it was a white man. He was like with his child and like I think it was like a teenager he was with. But long story short, y'all. I can tell, and this just shows how they normally think of us, you know, or the guilt that they feel and how they try to blame shift and project off of the guilt that they personally feel, but that they don't want to admit. Let me tell y'all, he kept looking at me, right? I know he wanted to ask me. Where do I know where the trains are? The whole time I was about to, like I told y'all, people make that same mistake all the time. I could have just told him. But I was looking at him. I wanted to see. Remember I told y'all sometimes like I want to see what people gonna do, right? But it's like I already know him anatomically what's up. But it just proves my point. He was so stuck in his own stereotypical ways and racist and his way of people. That's confirmation. People of his genetic makeup, how they think of me, right? How they think of people, my anatomy, right? That. Even with him not knowing, and I could tell he was getting frustrated, like he wanted to ask so bad, but he let his ignorance cloud his judgment. You hear what I'm saying? Towards his stereotypical ignorant ass thought process towards black males. You know what I mean? And I'm pretty sure eventually he probably found out where it was at, but he let that stop him from finding out right there and just asking me, and I would have told him. You hear what I'm saying? Now, if that would have been, I'm not gonna lie, it could have been if it was a black person definitely would have asked me. The only time a black person wouldn't have asked me is if they was like a Uncle Tom, or they was like I told y'all, the most dangerous people on this planet is a neuromelanated being that doesn't know who they are, because they'll act more stuck up to you and turn their nose at you even more than a complex cell organism will, you know. And I be around them too, so. But it just proves what I'm trying to tell y'all about this species, though. Like, what I'm saying is, whenever it's like a lot of nice stuff done or something to be done of us, like, white people don't really want to take the chance to find out with a black person. You know what I'm saying? Or even if they can tell that they're not ignorant, you know, if you don't fit the description of the label towards the stereotypes how they think, they'll choose not to interact with you. To be able to hold that steady in their head, like, this is how this looks like he could tell that I could speak well, so I could tell the way he was looking at me. He knew I wasn't trying to attack him or anything like that, but I could tell his thought process towards it. He didn't want to get matched with that level of false narratism in his way of thinking, to be wrong. You know what I'm saying? He didn't want to be confronted being wrong. So he was just like, I'm not asking this black man, you know? And that's how they be. That's how they be. Now, again, I'm not saying it's every white person would have did that. I'm not saying every unnatural person would have did that. But the majority of them, y'all know what I'm talking about. Y'all know what I'm talking about. Y'all know. There'd be a lot of other situations that fit that same thing in which you could help a unnatural person, but they don't want to get close to you to see that you don't fit that description that they think of black people. You know what I'm saying? Their own ignorance will stop them from being helped. You feel me? Like, real shit. Like, shit happened, like, it was like literally like the other day. You know? Yeah, you know? Nah, it's real. It's real. And it's really sad. It's really sad, y'all. Because I said to I kept saying to myself, like, how long is it gonna take him to ask me? All he gotta do is just ask me. I'm not gonna harm him. I'm gonna tell him. I'm gonna direct him. But his ignorance, shit, if he ain't gonna ask me and he gonna be that ignorant, normally I wouldn't, but right now, I ain't gonna tell him. I ain't even gonna bring it up. Because usually when they do that, I'll ask people. I'll be like, are you looking for the metro? Oh, the metro. You go up here, the metro. Da da da. You know, it happens often and stuff. I'll just help people out. But it was just something about him and his level of ignorance. It was like, oh yeah, I'm gonna make you suffer and find out however you find out with that level of ignorance. Right now, I'm not telling you shit. I'm not gonna ask you if you're looking for the train. None of that. You want to be ignorant? Okay, we just gonna both be ignorant. You just gonna have to find your way there. You feel me? Like, for real. It's sad, y'all. It's sad as hell. But I'm gonna tap in with y'all though. Value and respect y'all way. Like I said, it's crazy what we living in. We in hell. But just make sure you make it to your next day. That's all I can tell y'all. I'm gonna tap in with y'all in the Lord victory. Lord, rear points and RoBs Inferno while it burns slow. Shout out to my guys and goddesses and all high vibrational human beings.